Hey everybody, Multiclass Gamer here. Welcome back to more Metroid Prime Trilogy here in Skytown. We are trying to reach Skytown East, actually, via Skytram. But unfortunately, we can't reach it on account of what appears to be a tall vertical shaft that we cannot traverse at this time in the security station. So, we need to backtrack to Planet Brio in order to get what we need to traverse this said vertical shaft, as well as other vertical shafts we'll run into at some point. So we're going to re-enter our ship and head over to another planet. Today's a lovely day. It is, once again, August. I think today's August 20th? Yeah, August 20th. So, yeah, getting close to 2 months now I've been recording this, and I'm hoping to get this done before September, but we'll see. So, going to go back to the galaxy map here, and head back to Brio. It's been a while since we've been there, but, yeah, we're going to want to go to Brio Fire, actually. The Fiery Air Dock. But the thing is, our suit upgrade is not actually in Brio Fire. In fact, it's not in any of these regions of Brio we've already explored. We're going to be exploring a brand new one today. But in order to get there, you got to go to Brio Fire first. So, continuing the discussion we had in the last episode, I talked about 2002, which is the year that the original Metroid Prime was released, and how there was a bunch of other franchises that started that year, whether it be film or video games. There was the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films, the first Ice Age was out that year, but there was also Kingdom Hearts, Ratchet & Clank, Sly Cooper, Tasmanian Tiger. Those franchises also started in 2002. And there's also Animal Crossing North America, North American release of Animal Crossing, PAL release of Pikmin, so on and so forth. That's an overview of what I talked about yesterday. But now let's go into 2004, with the release of Metroid Prime 2 on November 15th. 2004, let's face it, I like to call 2004 the year of sequels. So many sequels came out that year, and also, let's be on the lookout for something here. They're still not here, the Brionian Shriek Bats. Still haven't seen them yet. But, anyways, now we have the plasma cannon. There's actually stuff we can, reach here in Brio, and, probably might as well as long as we're in here, but, I don't know, though. It just depends if it's worth it. I don't think there's anything else we can't get here in the Imperial Hall, so we'll go ahead and, let's go ahead and take care of other things first. So, throughout Brio, we've been seeing ice. Well, let's break the ice, shall we? With charge beam. We're gonna have to charge first. So yeah, any ice we've seen so far, we can destroy it. So we're gonna use that to open up another, well, not a shortcut, but it's another way to get around here in Brio Fire, which will allow us to access the some lore and also a missile expansion, essentially. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing as I talk about this topic here. So, other sequels that came out in 2004 to prove my points. And obviously, yes, there's going to be sequels coming out like almost every year, but just the overall amount of sequels in 2004 is just really fascinating to me, I guess. That just so happened to coincide with Prime 2's release that same year. There was Pikmin 2, most notably. I've talked about that before, but there was also Paper Mario 2. I completely forgot about that. The Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, the second title in the GameCube, that also came out in 2004. And not too long before Prime 2, by the way, and not too long after Pikmin 2. So that's already 3 2s in 1 year, but I'm going to continue on here, because this just the rabbit hole only gets deeper from here. There was also Half-Life 2, Halo 2, The Sims 2, Sly 2, the Band of Thieves, Tak 2, and Tai 2. That's video games, by the way. And there's other sequels I haven't mentioned yet, but those are the most notable ones that came out that same year, in 2004 alone. But now let's go to movies. We also had Spider-Man 2. The film franchise that started the same year as Metroid Prime, Prime 1. There was also, Spider-Man. So both the first and second films of Spider-Man coincided with Metroid Prime 1 and 2. So, that's crazy, right? Well, there was also, 2004, there was also Shrek 2. Now, the first Shrek film came out in 2000, or 2001 actually, so That release didn't exactly coincide with anything we're talking about here, but it's worth knowing that Shrek 2 came out in 2004. Because, again, it's a sequel, so yeah. And it's also considered the best film in the entire franchise. That's what a lot of people seem to agree on. I don't know how people feel about Spider-Man 2. I've watched it like once, I think, back in the day, so I don't have an opinion on it right now. I'll have to watch it again at some point. But I have heard people say good things about the video game based off Spider-Man 2. Apparently, it's actually got pretty high ratings critically, but I don't know how. I haven't heard a lot about how people feel about it, but I've heard that it's like a bit more open-ended than probably the first video game based off the first Spider-Man film. Okay, let's read the prophecy right here. The prophecy states that as time slowly passed, I grew old. Even the combined power of magic and science couldn't cheat death forever. In order to preserve Brio's environment, I would need a successor. Finding one was a daunting task, for most of the folks saw me as a monster. Time passed quickly as I searched, and my efforts appeared to be in vain. Seemingly by chance, I found a young primal wandering the wastelands and rescued her. But this was not a chance encounter. She was a prophetess, tirelessly searching for a last lord of science to speak to about her visions. In her dream, she saw a starborn death coming to Brio, and with her vision came a plea to save her world. Based on her information, I began work on improving the existing decontamination equipment to help prepare a defense for Brio against the eventual catastrophe. Is that who we see here? I don't know. I don't know if the picture. I'm sure the pictures probably do correspond with the story, but I'm not seeing the other. The one that the Lord of Science found. Science! Anyway, so yeah, that's my whole point about 2004. It's the year of sequels. There's just so many sequels, whether it be video games or movies. Well, not movies. I only mentioned 2 of them, but there's still probably others out there that I just don't remember. What the hell's attacking me? Oh, just these creatures again. Get out of here. I'm pretty sure most Phazon creatures can also go in hyper mode, not just the space power based ones, but anyways. We're gonna have to get across here in morph ball mode to access the bring down this bridge of sorts. And once we do that, come on, pull it. Jeez, I pulled like 4 times and didn't count it there. But there you go, once you do that, you can just double jump over to this missile expansion. It's now 75 missiles we have. Alright. But I'm sure you didn't have to hear that from me. You can just read the bottom right corner of the screen there to find out. Okay. And still no shriek bats, whatever. Okay, so with that, we got that out of the way. Now, let's continue on with Brio Fire here. There's still other stuff we could get, probably. I don't remember exactly, per se. Here, I'm just going to freeze you. It's easier. The problem is the Plasma Beam also contradicts the Ice Missile, so oftentimes it'll just be freezing enemies only to melt them, and so it's just, yeah. This doesn't seem to be very effective, other than they're probably doing more damage, I can only hope. Okay, so moving on. Now we're talking. Now let's go to 2007 here. Obviously, it's the year that this game was released, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, on August 27th. And I have to go focus on this real quick so I don't die. There we go. Yeah, 2007. While 2004 was the year of sequels, 2007 was the year of Threequels. I mean, like, yeah, there were also a bunch of sequels, too. And also, it's worth noting, I looked up these years on Wikipedia, and in all cases, in 2002, 4, 7, for all 3 of those years, Wikipedia said that it was a big year for sequels, and it seems like, yeah, I think you could make that point about any year, actually. But I just want to make this point for 2007 with Threequels in general. So yeah, first we have Metroid Prime 3, August 27. There was not very notable, but worth mentioning, Virtua Tennis 3, which was Xbox and PS3 releases, I do believe. Speaking of PS3, PlayStation 3, I mean, yes, most regions it came out in 2006, but not in PAL regions. In PAL regions, the PlayStation 3 came out, what year? 2007. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. These are phasoids. Oh, shit, I forgot to scan it. Phasoids are basically endgame enemies of sorts. You encounter them when you return to plants after you've destroyed the Leviathan seeds. That's how you encounter these things. You'll generally see them in rooms you've already explored, basically. Corporeal Phazon energy that is vulnerable to Phazon-based attacks. So that's the only thing worth mentioning about them. You just destroy them with Phazon, and they will multiply. Yes, well, actually not multiply. They will divide into smaller units the more you destroy them. The third time they divide, or second time I mean they divide, they become like these really small dots that'll basically come after you, and they will detonate essentially. So they can do a lot of damage if they run into you that way. So, but yeah, that's our first Phasoid down. So yeah, we're going to be seeing quite a few of them throughout Brio as we re-explore the area we haven't been to in quite a while. I'm just going to heal up in the Phazon pool real quick. There we go. Yeah, PlayStation 3. That's just fun to mention because hey, 2007, PS3, yeah. But also we have Command and Conquer 3. March 28th. Virtual Tennis 3 was March 20th. Super Paper Mario, the third game in the Paper Mario franchise, 2007, April. Let's go ahead and destroy this. Hey, what's this? What is that? That, my friends, is a red Phasoid. There are 10 red Phasoids in the game, and if you destroy them, you will get a gold credit for each one you destroy. So that's 10 gold credits of the game, is destroying these red Phasoids. Like their more common siblings, can only be damaged by Phazon-based weaponry. They are wildly aggressive and will split into smaller forms when attacks. Their reddish appearance is the result of an unstable energy core, an uncommon mutation that occurs when a Phasoid is formed. Overloading the core with Phazon energy will destroy them, causing them to yield a rare item. As in, a gold credit. So if you want to get all the credits in the game, you have to destroy all of the red Phasoids, all 10 of them. But I'm gonna have to keep on going to hyper mode to get these stupid Phasoids out of the way. You can ignore them if you want to, but they're gonna be damaging you and just overall very annoying if you're not, getting rid of them right off the bat. But there we go. There's our yellow credit, or gold credit. Never mind. There we go. It's funny that they don't give it to you directly just for destroying the red Phasoid. They manifest it as an actual item you have to collect in-game, which is quite funny, actually, if you ask me. It's just one of those weird things that not supposed to exist in the video game world, just only to us, the players. So it's just kind of funny, I guess. I don't know. Excuse me, you were going the wrong way, dude. You're supposed to stay in the frickin' main lift area. Why did I head into that other room? I have no idea. I was totally, because I got lost in the 2007 topic. I didn't pay attention to the fact that I was going ahead of where I was supposed to go. We're supposed to stay in this room, actually. There's more to this room than we've seen so far. You probably saw on the map there for a few seconds. Well, I'll show you. We're headed to this peculiar arrow right here at the Warp Site Alpha. So that's where we're actually going to. And you get there through this mouth here, this statue mouth. You're going to start to see snow appear out of nowhere. That's kind of interesting. Or what that's about. Well, step into this room, we'll see more of it. And also this peculiar golem statue here. Let's go. Oh, golem style. Okay, so continue on. Command Conquer, yeah, I did Command Conquer 3, Super Paper Mario. Surf's Up. Surf's Up is not the third film of its franchise, but it's the third major Penguin film I saw. Okay, so that's why I'm counting here. That's why I'm counting it on this list. Oh yeah, we have to knock this down. That's why you gotta wait until you have the plasma beam to come here. You have to destroy that block of ice that's blocking this thing. Okay, now our good golem friend can do their business. Yes, yeah, Surf's Up was the third of a line of Penguin films I saw as a kid because I was obsessed with penguins at just the right time. It started with March Penguins 2005, Happy Feet in 2006, and Surf's Up in 2007. So that's why I'm listing Surf's Up here. Being 2007, it was the third film I saw from the whole Penguin movie craze of sorts from that time period. There's Persona 3, worth mentioning, even though I'm not into the Persona series. It's just worth mentioning it there. Sorry with all the ums. I apologize for that. Oh, yeah, so you gotta activate this guy one more time. There we go. That gets access to the warp site. Warping where to exactly? Well, you're about to find out. It's a whiteout of sorts. Not just literal white, but snow. Well, actually ice. There's a lot more ice here. And hey, we got a friend voucher for this. Cool. For discovering new area. This, my friends, is Brio Ice. A completely concealed and hidden area, but it's crucial to us because this is the location that we've been needing to go to unlock our new suit upgrade of sorts. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, Halo 3 also came out in 2007, September 25th. Guitar Hero 3, and okay, so yeah, that's it for video games. But also going back to films, Shrek the Third and Spider-Man 3, both also came out in 2007. Now, let's talk about Spider-Man 3. Now, both Spider-Man 3 and Shrek the Third, they were not well received in terms of their, compared to their other films in their trilogies of sorts that they were in. Shrek the Third especially, like, it was panned by critics. I personally don't hate it as much as most people do, but I can see why people don't like it, I guess. Spider-Man 3, I think they both have similar faults, too. Like, they both had too much storylines going on, essentially, and that's why people hate them so much. I'm just going to break in the ice some more. Oh, lore. Let's check out the lore, shall we? Entry. Our plea. Sadly, disaster came to us before we could finish our work. An accident caused our supply of fuel gel to explode, sending the fire to the sky and exposing our position. It was not so long before a primal war band saw the great fire and rushed to attack. Without a way to power my great Mognars, I had no way to defend myself from their assault. Fleeing would only drive them to pursue us to no end, and they would show us no mercy to either one of us once caught. I had no other choice except to stand my ground while the prophetess fled to safety. With her, I sent my record of the past, in hopes they would both find sanctuary. You now read my last words, etched in stone and placed by the prophetess. We speak to you from beyond the grave to plead with you. Save our world from the starborn plague. Lift the veil of hate from the eyes of our people. May our remaining relics serve you well in this struggle. So yeah, this right here was the Scientist's Last Stand, or the Lord of Science's Last Stand, right here in Brio Ice. So maybe it's concealed for a reason of sorts. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's like purposely sealed by the Brio natives. I mean, also more of these slick surfaces. I wonder what that could possibly mean. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh god, it's Anon. Anon is speaking gibberish again. Run for our lives! Okay, so we can't go through that door, so what we gotta do is actually break the ice once again. You know, that goes against my lack of social nature. I'm not into the whole breaking ice thing. Well, here, let's reactivate this thing real quick. So yeah, let's talk more about Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3, what was one of the main themes of that movie? Corruption, of course. In 2007, the same year as Metroid Prime 3. Because one of the villains in the movie, which again was one of the complaints of the film, was that it had too many plot lines going on, but one of them was Venom. And I know Venom is, I believe Venom is portrayed differently in that film than any other of the Spider-Man media. But Venom in that movie was basically the antithesis of Spider-Man, the exact opposite, i.e., Dark Samus in Metroid Prime Trilogy. So I just thought that's very interesting. Like there's a connection between Metroid Prime 3 and Spider-Man 3 beyond the fact that they came out the same year and they're the third of their series. It's just very interesting, very fascinating to me, like, you know, learning about all this stuff. Anyways, more importantly, We got a new suit upgrade. Well, not new as in the trilogy, but new for this game. Well, what? What the hell? Screw Attack. Yep. Screw Attack is back from Prime 2. And this time much earlier in the game as well. So I believe we're only like halfway through the game at this point. Well, about. Yeah, about halfway through, I'd say now. Okay, I guess one last thing to know about 2007. That was also the year Mario Galaxy came out, which is completely unrelated to what I'm talking about here, but still, it's just worth knowing because still one of the greatest games of all time, I swear. Okay. Anyways, we're in a predicament of sorts. How will we get out of this? Will our new suit upgrade have something to do with it? Find out next time on Metroid Prime Trilogy. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Later, folks. Bye.